These are out there. You guys see the feedback? Fine. Come back. But online students, am I audible? Am I loud and clear? Voice is not clear. Some background noise is coming. All echo is coming. Did not get you? What was? Become eligible. First, become eligible. I don't only with one. Voice. I don't work with them. I will. Yeah. Okay, let's come back to the subject. We have to think about creating step object. Step object means it is the object of a class that implements what? Step interface. Each step object represents subtask, right? Every step object must be linked with what? Reader, writer, processor object. Already they are Spring Beans, now they can be linked. Okay. We generally create step object using step builder factory. Okay, that comes to Spring Boot application through auto configuration. Or the step builder factory is designed based on builder design pattern. What builder design pattern says, you know? Okay. Create big objects by combining multiple small objects by defining a process, so that the same process can be used to create different categories of same objects. To create what? What is that? Similar objects of different category or same category. Builder design pattern says create a complex object or big object by using multiple small objects by defining a process, so that that process can be used to construct what? Different objects of same category. Builder design pattern is like Shah Rukh Khan advertisement slogan. छोटा छोटा मिलते जाओ बड़ा बनाते जाओ, right? I think there is advertisement of what? Shah Rukh Khan, right? Yeah, छोटा छोटा मिलाते जाओ and बड़ा बनाते जाओ. It's advertisement of some liquor brand, ra babu. How fastly connected you check. Ah, daru wala. Right. Fine. Okay. Yeah. See, builder design pattern says you define a process to create a complex object by combining multiple objects, so that the process can be used to create what? Different objects of same category. Suppose meal, meal is meal packing is a process, right? So in that one, main items will be there, curries will be there, supporting items will be there, additional items will be there, optional items will be there, right? Okay, what happened? If you define a process of that packing can be used to create a South Indian meal with the changed items, North Indian meal with the changed items, American meal with the changed items, right? So same thing. Don't create complex object just like that. You create based from what? Multiple small objects. That is the process it is asking to define, right, guys? Builder design pattern says create a complex object by using bunch of small objects by defining certain process so that process can be used to create what? Different objects of same category. Different objects of what? Same category. Every step object must contain following 5 details. Step name, chunk size, right? Input type, output type, chunk size. Reader object, writer object, processor object. Reader object, writer object, and what? Processor object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. We generally use @bean method in configuration class to create step object with the step builder factory and providing above 5 detail. Logical name, input and output and chunk size, nothing but batch size. Reader, writer, processor. Listen, look at this. Look at this. It's a regular configuration class in 2.x. This is in 2.x, right? I have created step builder factory injected through auto wiring, job builder factory through auto wiring, right? Came through auto configuration. And array processor is what? User defined. That's why injected through auto wiring. Super, guys. Tell me, as discussed earlier, one reader is there, @bean reader, @bean writer, right? Okay, now main one is this, guys. Check it out. Public step create step one. Array method name can be anything. @bean name step one. Concentrate. SB factory, step builder factory. Dot get step one. Logical name I passed. On that chunk of 10. Input output. Chunk of 10. Dot reader object. Array, if you call this create reader, you will get reader object or not, guys. Processor object are not there. Writer object are not there. Lastly, what is there? Build. So tell me, it is created by using 5 details. In that one, 4 objects are there or not there? That is called method chaining. Method. So we are going for method chaining concept over here or not? We are simply literally going for what concept, guys? Method chaining. What concept, my dear? Method chaining concept. Convinced with me, my dear? Come on, everyone. Once again, check it out. SB factory dot get step one. One object comes. On that object, chunk. On that object, reader. On that object, processor. On that object, writer. Lastly, what is there? Build. Okay, that's great. Rajat, come and check charger connection. The power is not coming. Check. On it. Come. Came. Yeah. I think you got the idea how step object should be created. It is in 2.x. In 3.x, small changes are there. We will discuss later. Okay, look at the diagram at step object is linked with the reader, writer, processor, one logical name, input and IO, chunk size. Input and output, what? Chunk size. Super, boss. Okay. Now listen, guys. Okay, now we have to think about job object. In the job object creation, listener also should be mentioned. That's why I'm talking little bit about listener. Now, listener is nothing, boss. It's for event handling. It can keep track of when job started, when job exited. That's it. But how to develop a listener, sir? To develop a listener, you need to take a class implementing what? Job execution listener interface. What interface, guys? Job execution listener interface. Are you getting my point there? By implementing this interface, we can perform what? Event handling on job activities like when job started, when job completed, when is status of job completion, what is status, and etc. In the creation of job object, we need what? Job execution listener object. That's an interface. Look at this. Job monitoring listener implements what? Job execution listener. This is before job method. This is what? After job method. One is before job method. After now what is there? After job method. Before job method execute when job is just about to start. After job method execute when job execution is completed. Are you getting my point? In both places, you will get job execution object using which we can get the status of the job, guys. What is there, guys? Status of the job. Are you getting my point there or not there? Okay, guys. This is before job and this is what? After job. Clear, my dear? Got the point, my dear? Yes. Okay. Job execution listener is having how many methods here, guys? Two methods. One is before job, other one is what? After job. Okay, that's great. So other side, what we got, guys? Job object. Now, we are going to discuss how to create a job object. It is the object of a class that implement job interface. Super. Job defines work to be completed, represent whole task to complete or not there. Okay, generally application contains one job object with multiple step objects. To create job object, we need to have what? Job builder factory that comes to Spring Batch application through auto configuration process. Job object creation needs multiple details like name, listener, incrementer, or specify the order of executing steps. Starting step, what is the first step should execute? Next step, like this, multiple steps you can mention. Check it out. First logical name you have to pass. Listener object you have to pass. Incrementer. Incrementer tell in which order steps should execute. And starting step, what is the first step? What's the next step? What's the next step? Like this, multiple steps you can mention. Check it out. This is a regular configuration class. Job build, step builder factory injected, job builder factory injected. Okay, listener is also injected, right, boss? Yeah, what is this enable batch processing? Enable batch processing will give some default objects automatically, default configurations automatically. Regular reader configuration, writer configuration, leave it. Okay, already we discussed step object creation, same old thing. Okay, now focus more on what? Job object. Public job, create job one. Logical name is what? Bean ID is job one. That's good. Return JB factory dot get job one. Return JB factory dot get job one. So here we are passing logical name there or not there. Here we are passing logical name there or not there, guys. Come on, everyone. Dot incrementer. What is there? Dot incrementer. Dot new run ID incrementer specifies the order of executing given jobs. Specifies the order of executing given jobs. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. So here is my what? Dot listener, listener. Start, create step one. See guys, logical name, incrementer. Array, new run ID incrementer will say execute the jobs in a given sequence. That's the work of that algorithm, guys. Come on. What is the listener? Listener. If at all listener is user defined class, I can inject to configuration class using @auto void. That object I passed here are not there. Start step, this one. If multiple steps are there, next step, next step. Lastly, you have to call what, guys? Build method. What, guys? Build method. This incrementer run ID increments a run dot ID parameter of type long from the given job parameter. If the parameter does not exist, it will be initialized to 1. The parameter name can be configured using what? Set key. Array, this incrementer executes the given steps. This incrementer, this incrementer executes the given steps. Given step of the job in the order they are configured. In the order they are configured. Okay, guys. End-to-end technical view or flow of what? Spring batch 2.x and what? 3 point. See, 3.x also same thing, but the way we create them is different. There also all the details are required, but the way we create them is what? Different. See, guys. Job launcher is the interface. Its implementation is what? Simple job launcher that creates the job or starts the job now. This job is having total how many details? 5 details. Right? This job is having how many details? 5 details. Okay. That is also created from job builder factory now, my dear. Come on, everyone. Okay. Guys, am I audible, guys? Online students, am I audible? Call the admin, guys. Ah. Okay, now this job creates what? Step. Step is also having multiple details now, my dear. And that is also created by using what? Step builder factory or not there? Come on. Okay, next one. This step is linked with what? 3 things. What are those, guys? Reader, processor, writer. Reader reads from source. Writer writes to destination. Reader reads from source. Writer writes to destination. Come on. Are you getting my point there or not there, guys? Okay. So this is the technical view. Nothing is there. Already discussed one. Only the thing is, while creating job, 5 details are required. And listener is also required. And job is created through job builder factory. While creating step, another 5 details are required. That is created through what? Step builder factory. Now listen. In 2.x, we create step by using step builder factory. In 3.x, what is that? Step builder. In 3.x, what is there? Job builder. Okay. One is builder factory, this one. Everyone, please check your audio, guys. Everyone, please check your audio and video, guys. I hope you are good. Super, guys. Job builder factory, step builder factory, job launcher. So these are the 3 details that we are having or not there. If Spring Boot batch starter is added to Spring application, then we get following objects through what? Auto configuration. This. These 3 things will come automatically in, my dear. Okay. Now listen. We got the idea according to the diagram. How to create job, how to create step, how to create reader, writer, process. But to do all this thing, we need to run the job through job launcher or not there. And luckily, job launcher is also coming through auto configuration, guys. So somewhere in the main method, I should write a code, okay, to use job launcher and to run the job manually or not there. Super. Client application in Spring Batch application. Here we inject job launcher object given by auto configuration and also job object configuration in what? @configuration class using @auto void annotation. What annotation? @auto void annotation. Are you getting my point there, guys? Here we inject job launcher object given by auto configuration and also what? Job object configuration class using @auto void annotation. We build job parameters using job parameter builder object, right? And we call run method job comma parameter. Array job launcher coming through auto configuration. On that, what we do? Run method. Job object anyhow we created as a Spring Bean. We can inject to client application. Okay, then what is there? Parameter. Some parameters we can print, that is anyhow optional to pass, right, boss? Look at the client application, how does it looks? Batch processing test, job launcher is injected, job is injected. Using some technique, parameters are prepared. Anyhow, that is optional, not mandatory. Job params is equal to new job param builder dot add long job ID, some random number to job parameter, some job ID. It is optional to pass, guys. It's just for information, no return. Now I'm calling what method? Launcher dot run. This is job object, this params object. So launcher will run the job or not there, guys? Launcher will run the job or not, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay, this is how we develop what? Client application. What application? Client application. Developing Spring Boot batch application using 3.x setup. That is what? 2. This is in Spring Boot batch 5.x, part of Spring Boot 3.x arrays. Okay, now listen, don't confuse here. Batch individual version is 5.x, but it is included in what, guys? 3.x. Okay, that's why I will say like this. File open. Session how much? 2. Yeah. Observe very carefully, guys. In Spring Boot batch 5.x, nothing but Spring Boot. We are not getting following object through autoconfig. Step builder factory not coming, job builder is not coming. What are the things we are getting? In 3.x, we are getting job launcher, job repository, transaction manager object. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Okay. Sample version 4. That means Spring Boot 2.x code, guys. What code? 2.x code. Step builder factory. And we are using this step builder factory while creating what? Step object are not there. Super. Okay, guys. Tell me. It is in, now I am giving in what? 3.x. What, guys? 3.x. Observe. Enable batch processing is not required. Okay, before that, before explaining that, let me ask one thing. Already objects are there through auto configuration, right? I want to make them visible only to one @bean method, not for all the @bean method. It's better to take them as has a properties having @auto void, or it's better to take them as what? Parameters of the @bean method. See, boss, objects are there through auto configuration. But I don't want to see them in all the @bean methods. I want to see them only one @bean method. It's better to pass them as the parameters of the @bean method are not there. It's better to pass as the parameters of the @bean method are not, guys. Say something, my dear. I want reply, guys. Come on. Okay. Public class, what is there? My step config. What config, guys? Okay. Tell me. Public step, my step. Job repository transaction manager. Why should I give more visibility to this? When I want to use them in one bean method, why should I give more visibility? You want to use certain values in one method, you'll try to declare them as local variables, na? Okay, now listen. Objects are created through auto configuration, right? But I don't want to use them in multiple @bean method definition. I want to use them only in one method definition, @bean. It's better to pass them in what? Parameters. It is better to pass them as what? Parameters of @bean method are not there. First of all, tell me, in Spring Boot 3.x, what are the three objects that are coming through auto configuration? Repository, job launcher, transaction manager. Check it out. Repository is the first parameter of @bean method. Second parameter is transaction method. Now, return new step builder is the class. There I am passing two parameter, logical name, job repository. First one is used chunk, chunk size transaction manager. Second one is used now, boss. Then reader, writer, processor dot build. Here similar but small changes are there. We are not using step builder factory. We are using two param constructor of step builder. In that one, logical name and repository is passed. And while passing chunk size, transaction manager is passed. Are you getting my point? Then dot reader, dot writer, dot processor, then build method. So this time we are using other set of objects to create what? Step object. Okay, look at the job object, guys. In 3.x, job builder factory, and we are using what? Job builder factory to create the job object. But look at the 3.x setup, guys. Look at the 3.x setup. Public job, my job repository, job repository. Already step object is a Spring Bean. If I pass it as a parameter, it also exposes to this bean method or not there, guys. Job repository came auto configuration. Step object is above created one, right? Again, I am using two param methods of what? Two param method of job builder class to create what? Job object are not there, guys. Check it out. Logical name, job repository, start step, and build method. So final conclusion is what, guys? In Spring Boot batch 2.x, Spring Boot batch 2.x, or in Spring Boot 2.x, the batch processing related step object, job objects will be created using what? Step builder factory and what? Job builder factory object. Okay, guys. Next. In Spring Boot 3.x, what, guys? In Spring Boot what? 3.x. Okay. We create a job object and step object by using what? Two param constructor. Two param constructor called step builder and job builder. What builder? Step builder and job builder. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay, now onwards, what I do, every example, we see one version in 2.x, one version in 2.12 example. After that, all example we try to develop in 3.x only. Because when see old code, you should not feel I don't know this kind of thing. Okay. In Spring Boot 2.x, the step comma job objects will be created using step builder factory comma job builder objects that are created through auto config, that are created through auto config. In Spring Boot 3.x, step objects will be created using two param constructors of step builder comma job builder classes. Step builder comma job builder classes. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Okay. Okay. Yeah, that is done, guys. Okay, we got the basic setup idea, guys. Shall we go for first application development in 2.x setup? Later, same thing we try to convert into 3.x, my dear. Okay. First application, listen. First application, I don't make it very complex. I don't take database, text file, big readers kind of. I'll take a user-defined reader, user-defined writer, user-defined processor. Okay. And I try to read from, this is POC, proof of concept, not a serious application. Second, third will be serious applications, guys. Okay. I try to read data from, I try to read data from array list, array list. Like book names are there. What you process are adding other name is my process. For that book, I will add processing. Writer. Writer actually don't write anywhere. It will write to console. This is POC. It is not at all serious application. Okay. No one writes to console in batch processing. No one reads from array list from batch processing. Batch processing means minimum CSV file, maximum database. Sometimes JSON, XML, everything also will be there. But why are you doing it? And I want to give the feeling. Read method reads each item. Write method writes batch of item. Process method process. I want to make you people to feel it. When I use ready-made readers and writer, we cannot feel that one really, right? Okay, that's great. Okay, boss. Now let's see what we can do here. Yeah, first 2.x example, then 3.x. File, new, where is this? Other, Spring Starter project. It won't allow me to take 2.x version. First take our regular version, then change it to 2.x. Okay, na? Right. Yeah, tell me, boss. Boot, boot batch, pros 01. Boot batch, pros 01. POC. Proof of concept. What is there? Proof of concept. Are you getting my point there, guys? Proof of concept. Yeah, proof of concept. First application POC. Okay, it's a standalone application enough, guys. That's good. Array 2.x na, let me select 17 only. Okay, na? Okay. Say batch processing. Say next, guys. Okay, I have to add batch. What is there, guys? Batch. That's good. Yeah. Right now, no serious source database, no serious destination database. But we need a job repository or not there, guys. We definitely need a job repository support or not there, guys. Okay. We definitely need job repository support, right? Okay. What are the starters I need to add? What are the starters I need to add? Boot starter and H2 starter. Why H2 starter, guys? Array, this H2 is in-memory database that will act as a job repository or not there. H2 is in-memory database software. That means DB will be created in JVM memory of the RAM, and this DB will be used for job repository related DB tables creation, where the records will be maintained keeping track of what? Job execution activities. What activities? Job execution activities. Okay, right now you don't worry about this 3.x setup. We worry about what? 2.x setup. We worry about 2.x. Okay, using 3.x. Yeah, batch config in 2.x. 2.x code and 3.x code. Both I will give, guys. Don't worry, right? Okay, tell me. First, you want to me 2.x or 3.x? First in 2.x, huh? Oh, that's good. Okay, I have to select in what? H2. Say next. Okay, actually, I want to choose H2 database related data. For that one, some web starter is also required. As a web page only, we can see the database content. It's not for web application development, only to see H2 database content. Spring Web. Say next, say finish. Yeah, adding web is optional if you don't want to see the data. Not a problem. Yeah, done. Boot batch pros 01, guys. First change to pom.xml, guys. Okay. Change pom.xml. 2.7.6. 2.7.6. Are some version, guys. 2.7.6. 17. Okay, that's good. Yeah, that's done, guys. Now, today is a proof of concept, na? Everything is user defined, right? Com dot nt dot reader. New package. Com dot nt dot writer. Next, what is there? Package. Com dot nt dot processor. Com dot nt dot processor. We are keeping it as a processor or not there, guys? Okay, definitely we are keeping it as a processor. Com dot nt dot processor, nt dot reader, nt dot writer. Total how many things, guys? 3 things are taken. So I want to take one package as what? Config. Next, new package. Com dot nt dot config. Com dot nt dot config, guys. This is what we are doing over there or not there, guys. Okay. Com dot nt dot config is the story that we are following, right? Okay. That's great. Reader, writer, processor. Reader, writer, processor. Here is my what? Config. Here is my what, guys? Config. Okay. Now let's see what we can do over there. First, we try to develop the reader process. Here is the class. Book item reader. Book item reader. Okay, what is this? Item reader. What is there, guys? No, that is Java X. No, I want to use Spring Batch one. Yeah, Spring Batch one. Okay. This you remove, guys. This is what? Yeah, what you want to read? String only. Because book names are always string thing only. Na? What is the method you want to implement, guys? Add unimplemented method. Let me make this one as a Spring Bean, guys. At the rate component. Service also you can take, that's not it. Okay, boss. B. Okay, default bean ID, guys. Let me enjoy default bean. Yeah, tell me here. Private list. Private list string. Private list string. What is there, guys? Books list is equal to what dot? List dot of. List dot of. Complete reference of Java. You don't like take some other books. Okay. Complete reference of Java. Thinking in Java. Thinking in Java. Next one. Okay. Effective Java. There are some book names I am taking, guys. Head first Java. Head first Java. Next, Black Book of Java. What is there, guys? Black Book of Java. I'm taking some book list are not there, guys. Okay. Are Ganga 4 is not a book name, rather the author names. And moreover, Ganga 4 book name is what? Elements of reusable software. That's the title of the book, and Ganga 4 are the author name. Okay. Right. Okay, no problem. Here is what? Read method. Reads each item at a time or not there. So what we are doing? If, okay. Yeah, each time I have to read one item, guys. Each time I have to read one item. So can I take counter variable over there? Private int I is equal to 0. Okay. Private int I is equal to 0. If I less than book list dot, what is there? I less than book list dot. I less than book list dot size. Books, okay, books. If I less than book list dot size, return books list dot get off 0. Else run. Are you getting my point? Else means when not there, don't return kind of thing, right? So, but here, one small thing, guys, is not a 0 boss, is what? I plus plus. First put, then increment. First put, then increment. First iteration, first book. Second iteration, second book. Third one, third book. Like this, multiple books will come or not there, guys. Okay, now let me prove this read method is executing every time. Sys trace. Okay. Now I have to develop item reader now, my dear. Okay. New class. Tell me. Book item writer. What writer? Book item writer. Tell me next one. Okay. Book item writer. Add. Package name referent. Oh, will change here. Right. Add. Okay. Item writer. Item writer. Are writing also string only, na? Add unimplemented method. See, we are getting list of books here as a list collection. If batch size is 4, 4 books will come into list collection, right? Okay. System dot out dot println. System dot books info is item. We're trying to print them are not there. At the rate comp. Okay, that's great, guys. Okay, to give the feeling this is executing. System dot out dot. That's great, guys. Book item writer this at the rate component. Okay. One is a reader, one is what? A writer. Now I have to develop the processor now, my dear. Okay. Next what? Class. Book item processor. What is there? Book item processor. Tell me here what is this? Item processor. Item processor. What is the input, guys? What is the output, guys? What is the input string? What is the output string? Add unimplemented methods. At the rate comp. What is there, guys? At the rate component. Okay, boss. Tell me next one. Okay. Arre. Rohit, what do you need by? Yeah, no, here is okay. I'm trying to process, my dear. Very simple. If item equals ignore case CRJ, complete reference of Java. Items equals ignore case CRJ, complete reference of Java. Written item hyphen. Array, that book is written by what? Patrick Norton. What is that? Patrick. Else if item equals ignore case. But guys, equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. Tell me. Equals ignore case. Equals ignore case. Thinking in Java. Written item plus what is there? Bruce SL. Mr. Bruce. Else if item equals ignore case. What is there? Equals ignore case. Tell me. Sleeping in Java. Written item sleeping in Java. Joshua. What is there? Josh. Else if items equals ignore case HFJ. Head first to Java. Written item dot dot dot. Kathy. Kathy, right? Okay, next. Else if item equals ignore case. BBJ. Black Book of Java. Written item. What is this, guys? Black Book Java. RNR. Else. Else. What is there? Null. So after that, other than those item comes, I am returning what? Null. So I'm processing by adding the author name now, boss. Some modification is happening or not, guys? Yeah, done, boss. This is done and dusted, right? Yeah, now we need to go for patch config, guys. Right click, new, what is there? Class. TCH batch config. What is there? Batch config. Okay, that's good. At the rate configuration. That's good. At the rate enable batch processing. At the rate component scan. Base package is equal to, actually not required because it is a Spring Boot application. Nah? Component scanning takes place automatically. Okay, that's good. Private job builder factory. JB factory. Private, what is there? Step builder fact. What is this? Step fact. Next, private. One is a job builder factory, other one is what? Step builder factory. One is a job builder factory, other one is what? Step build. Yeah, next one. Are all three are beans only, na? All three are bean only. What is there? Book item reader. What is there? Reader. Okay, everywhere let me put at the rate auto. At the rate auto. Book item writer. What is there? Writer. Next one. Next one. Book item. What is there? Processor. Book item processor. What is there? Yeah. Yeah, we are ready. But while creating a job object, listener is required or not required? Can I develop the listener in a separate package? New package. com.nt.listener. com.nt.listener. New, what is their class? New, what is there, guys? Class. Yeah, what's the class name, guys? Job monitoring. LISTN. Job monitoring listener. Tell me. Job execution listener. Yes, boss. Let's make it at the rate comp. What is that? At the rate component. Okay, that's good. Yeah, before job and after job. Private long start comma end. Start is equal to system dot current time. Next what? What is there? End is equal to system dot current time millis. End is equal to what is there? System dot current time millis. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Start is equal to system dot current time millis. End is equal to system dot current time. Yeah, what is this? Sys out. Job execution duration. End minus start. What is there, guys? End minus start. Job execution duration is simply what? End minus start. That's great. Super boss. System dot out dot println. Job execution status. Job execution status. Okay, job execution status. Tell me next one. Job execution dot. Job execution dot. Get exit status. Okay, some exists completed, problem, aborted, whatever it is. Fine. Array, this is also a Spring Bean. Can I inject to job config, guys? Yes. What is there, guys? Private job monitoring listener. LISTN. @auto. Super. Okay. Now we have to think about creating step object. In this simple task, only one step object is there to create. Tell me. Public. What is there, guys? Public step. What is there? Create step one. @bean step one. @bean step one. Simply one, guys. @bean step one. Return. Tell me. Okay, some meaningful name I am taking. STP factory dot get to step one. Okay. Then what is next one? Chunka. Chunk. But before that, string is the input, output. Chunk of, what is the batch size, guys? Dot reader. Reader, dot processor, dot writer, build. It's really taking place, guys. We are mentioning reader information, write a processor information, writer information. Okay, that's good. This is a logical name, guys. This is a logical name. Okay, now what is their job create? What is their job? Create a job. @job. Return. What is there? JB factory dot. JB factory dot get job. JB factory dot get. JB factory dot get. Yeah, tell me. Incrementer. Dot listener. Dot start. Create step one. Dot build. No other steps are there to execute. Easy, guys. Hey, when I'm explaining, it looks bigger thing, but when I'm writing the code, it looks easy or not there. Okay, that's ready. But we need a main class with main method to start the job, right? Since it's a Spring Boot project, main class is already there. Oh, why it is coming like this? Okay, fine, we'll take. Batch application test. This is my batch application. What application, guys? Batch application. Okay, here is what? Job launcher. Yeah. One is what? At the rate auto wide, at the rate auto. Comfortable, guys. At the rate auto wide, at the rate auto wide. Private job launcher, private job. Are you getting my point there, guys? Come on, everyone. Yeah. Now, here container creation, all these are required, guys. Not. Yeah. First, you have to prepare job parameters. Then we have to run the job. Then you have to run the job. Job parameter is equal to new job parameter builder. What is there? New job parameter builder dot new job parameter. New job parameter builder dot. Come on. New job parameter builder dot add long. What is there? Add long. Oh, what is there? Key. Something. Job ID. Value. New random dot. Next long of some number. Dot to job parameter. To job parameter. What's happening? Add long system dot. Okay. Okay, that's good. But we don't want to add time. We want to add what? This. What's the error? Change. Yeah, here parameters you have to take. Okay, na? Job execution. Execution. Launcher dot. Launcher dot. What is there, guys? Launcher dot. Or it's better to take static na because all these are static things. Main is a static method. Launcher dot job. Run job comma parameter. Yeah, job execution is imported wrongly, guys. It has to import from Spring Framework. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 148 149 150 151 152 153 154 155 156 Yeah, it says what? Exception. Exception E dot print. Job execution is equal to this. Sys out, what is there? Job execution status. Get exist status. Fine. Right, guys. Yeah, now listen. In application dot properties, guys, I have to configure few parameters. What is that? You have to configure two few parameters. Spring dot batch dot job enabled false indicates whether batch code should execute on the application startup or not. Hurry. Batch processing should happen when you call the run method or on the beginning of the application. If you say true, you call run method, don't call run method, does not matter. Application started, batch will start, right? Okay, and initialize the schema. In-memory database H2 you are taking now. Okay, whatever tables are required to maintain job repository, you allow that. You allow that. Batch processing property. Batch processing properties. Yeah, tell me next one, what is there in that? Spring dot, tell me. Spring dot, batch dot. What dot, guys? Spring dot, batch dot. Enabled false. Until run method is called, don't execute the batch. Until run method is called, don't execute the batch. Always. Done, guys. Total, how many items are there in my source? List. Sources list. 5 items. Reading one item, processing one item. Batch size is how much I mentioned? 2. So it will try to write two items at a time or not there. It will try to write two items at a time, right? Yes. Yeah. Done, boss. Yeah, then we have to run this application now. Run as Java application. What's the error? Cannot invoke job launcher dot this because is null. Oh, job launcher is what? Null. Job launcher is not coming through auto configuration, boss. Okay. Yes, what's happening, guys? It is saying that launcher is not ready with injected data. It's saying that launcher is not ready with the inject. Yeah, I'll do one thing, guys. Instead of writing in main method, I'll take a runner support. Then the static headache will not be there, right? Batch application test runner. What is their command line? Add unimplemented methods. File name is renamed, guys. Same logic I moved to what? Runner. Yes, guys. Tell me here what is there? com.nt.batch test runner. Oh, regular main method is required, guys. 1 minute, 1 minute. com.nt.run. New package. com.nt package is already there. Huh? Where is that, guys? com.nt package it's asking for. I did not get you. Closer. Package already exists. Views might filter empty package names. Then how to add it, guys? Okay, 1 minute. I'll add a class, then I will add the package. com.nt com.nt boot batch application 1 main method. Spring application dot spring application dot run method. Class. Next one, ARG. Got it? Yes. Spring application dot run method boot batch application one dot class ARGs. That's good. Right click at the red Spring Boot application. Port number 8080 is busy. Yeah, array, listen, embedded DB port name. Array, that is not only for server, whatever active, embedded DB port. Server dot port 44. Job must not be null. Why so? Job object is created or not created? Yeah. Job. 4455 is already in use. Yeah. Check it out. Read twice, process twice, write once. Read first item, process it. Read second item, process it. Write once. It is writing two books na, CRJ, TIJ. Read twice, process twice, write once. Total 5 books are there. Read it twice, this one. Read it twice, process twice. Here one read will be wasted, guys, no doubt. Why? When you read the second read, it realizes record is not there. So total how many books, guys? 5 books. Okay. 5 books or 4 books? Total 5 books, na? But I'm getting how many books here? What happened to other books? CRJ, read, process. But why it is processing only 2 items? Why it should pass only one item when batch size is 2? When batch size is 2, what is there? Head first, cat A, BBJ, RNR. Okay. SIJ is not there in the initial list. Go to writer, reader. Array here, how many books are taken? What is there? CRJ, TIJ, EJ, HFJ, BBJ. In processor, what we are passing? CRJ. Is effective Java. I think all are there now. Run as a Java. Okay. Yeah. Total how many books are there? Okay. First CRJ this. Lastly, what is processing? One book are not there. Read once, process once, it will remember it until that batch size is completed. Whatever come, that will be returned to console, and console are not there. It's happening here, guys. Okay, now listen. Yeah, here is what application dot properties. Now listen. Suppose I kept it true. I kept it true. But in the runner class, okay, I'm going to runner class. Say com. I have not taken any, not this listener. That is listener. Where is this? This is what runner class. Where is runner class, guys? Yeah, this is the runner. Yeah, I commented this. Okay, now you observe. I have not called launcher.run method, but how beautifully it will happen. Because I said on the application startup, it should work. Nothing is there. Listen, every port number is blocked. That means at the end of the application is not terminating, right? Okay, can I write system.exit 0, guys? Okay, here I will write system dot. I want to terminate it, guys. Stop this. Stop. Right click. Where is this? Run as Java. See, guys. Now I removed that comment. I have not called run method. I have removed total runner, but still job executed automatically on the application startup. If you want to get control on execution, call run method on launcher separately. It should happen automatically on the application startup means what? Enabled is equal to true. By default, it is showing what? False. You take what? True. So then what happens, guys? What happens? On the application startup only batch processing takes place or not there? On application startup only batch processing takes place or not, guys? Okay. How to see that H2 database, how to convert this application into 3-point text, and how to take another serious application, we will discuss later. Notes also I'll share in the evening itself. You want notes now only? You want to practice meanwhile? Mhm.